In the fast-paced world of professional basketball, rivalries and tensions are often a part of the game. But when it crosses into personal attacks or jealousy, things get heated. That's exactly what Sophie Cunningham had to face when a few of her fellow WNBA players took shots at Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever superstar. Not one to hold back, Cunningham took a stand and called out the jealousy that had been brewing behind closed doors. We all know that the WNBA is filled with incredible talent, and Caitlin Clark has quickly become one of the brightest stars in the league. But with success comes envy, and some players just can't seem to handle seeing others shine. This past season, several players took aim at Clark, trying to undermine her success and her game, clearly displaying a hint of jealousy. But here's where Sophie Cunningham steps in. Sophie Cunningham's fierce response. Sophie Cunningham has never been one to shy away from confrontation, and she showed it when she was asked about the ongoing back and forth between Caitlin Clark and some of the more vocal players in the league. In a post-game interview, Sophie was blunt, calling out the negativity and reminding everyone that there's enough room in the WNBA for all kinds of talent. "I think some players just can't stand seeing Caitlin get the recognition she deserves," Cunningham said. "I've heard the comments. I've seen the memes. People love to talk about how she plays or how she gets all the hype. But that's the way it goes when you're great at what you do. So instead of hating on her, maybe it's time to look in the mirror and focus on your own game." Cunningham didn't stop there. In the same interview, she mentioned how certain players in the league were too focused on being critical of others, instead of elevating themselves and their own teams. It's clear that she was taking a dig at those who'd been making underhanded remarks about Clark. But Sophie wasn't just speaking for herself. She was speaking for everyone who believes in supporting each other and not tearing down others to feel better about themselves. The power of self-belief. What made Cunningham's comments even more powerful was the fact that she wasn't speaking from a place of arrogance, but rather from a place of genuine belief in the importance of building each other up. Sophie has had her fair share of ups and downs in the WNBA, and she knows how hard it is to make it to the top. She understands that the league's strength comes from its diversity of players and styles of play. So instead of sitting back and allowing the negative energy to consume the narrative, Sophie chose to confront it head-on. "Everyone wants to be a part of history. Caitlin is a part of history. She's putting up numbers, breaking records, and making waves. Instead of resenting her for it, maybe it's time to ask ourselves, how can I raise my game to that level?" Cunningham's words were a reminder that success doesn't come from tearing others down. It comes from putting in the work, staying focused, and learning from those who are excelling. It was a call to action for the players who had been trying to bring Caitlin Clark down to focus on improving their own performance instead. Sophie Cunningham's leadership wasn't just about calling out jealousy. It was about setting the standard for how players should conduct themselves in the WNBA. She's a leader both on and off the court, and her ability to challenge others while staying true to her values shows why she's one of the most respected players in the league. Cunningham knows that her words carry weight, and by stepping up, she made it clear that if you want to be successful, the first step is respecting your peers, not tearing them down. Her message was simple yet impactful. Success in the WNBA is earned, and Caitlin Clark's rise to the top is a result of hard work and undeniable talent. Instead of spending energy on jealousy and negativity, why not channel that into pushing yourself to new heights? Cunningham's comments are a testament to the evolving culture of the WNBA. As the league continues to grow, so does the level of competition. But one thing that shouldn't be forgotten is the importance of respect and camaraderie. Sophie Cunningham has set an example of what it means to not just be a competitor, but to be a leader and a voice of reason in a league that is constantly evolving. Caitlin Clark will continue to make waves, and with players like Sophie Cunningham calling out the jealousy that sometimes rears its ugly head, the WNBA will keep moving forward, stronger than ever. It's clear now, if you're going to succeed in this league, you better be ready to work hard, stay focused, and most importantly, support those around you. And if you can't do that, well, you'll be put in your place just like the jealous player Sophie Cunningham put in check. What do you think? How do you feel about Sophie's leadership and the way she handled the situation? Let us know in the comments.